Here at the One of Each YouTube channel, we provide fun, kind, nurturing parenting videos and entertainment for your little ones. In this video, we're going to talk about how to tire out your baby or child. But before we get started, please like and subscribe and turn on the bell icon so that you catch all of our latest videos. Now, after checking out the NHS guidelines on exercise, babies less than 1 year old are encouraged to do as much crawling and moving, if they're not crawling yet, moving their limbs, pulling, pushing, and approximately 30 minutes of tummy time spread across the day. And the NHS guidelines for children aged between 1 and 5 is 3 hours a day, and over the age of 5 you should be aiming for 60 minutes or 1 hour a day. So 3 hours a day might sound like quite a lot, but actually some of the activities are just what babies and toddlers would do anyway, which is generally crawling around, walking around, jumping, lifting, pulling, etc. And us as parents can help encourage these activities to ensure that they are developing healthy, strong bones and muscles, and it's also good for them developmentally for their brains as well. So aside from the physical activities, it's really important to get some fresh air and also tire out our children mentally. So at the moment in lockdown, we're allowed to do one piece of exercise a day. We do ours in the morning, and we also use it as an opportunity to connect with nature, because it is a scientific fact that it does help our mental well-being and children's development if there is some connection with nature. Children and babies are also often quite drawn to things that are naturally good for humans anyway. For example, they like looking at water, and they also like looking at animals, and they like looking at trees and bushes and that movement and baby sensory where you can see the leaves moving around, and just generally being with nature. It definitely makes us feel good. So in your once a day piece of exercise, regardless of the weather, if you can get outside and go somewhere, if you can go somewhere that's also got some nature, maybe some trees or a big open field or something like that, then that is a bonus. It's going to be quite difficult for people who live in built up areas to achieve this, so at the moment we just have to do the best with what we've got. So that's one box ticked. We've got some fresh air and outdoor time every single day. Another box ticked will be to be mentally tiring out your babies and your children. So one way that you can do this is at meal times you can put different parts of food into different sections on the plate, and the babies and children have to think about what piece they want to eat next. They're looking at the shapes, there's a little bit of sensory, so they're feeling the different textures of the food, and you can also talk to them throughout this process as well. Another way to mentally tire your babies and children is the toys that they play with. And if you're doing homeschooling, then you're probably mentally tired yourself. A fun way to tire out older children is to have quizzes. These can be mathematical based, general knowledge, slogans, perhaps even TV or cinema. To tire out your babies and children at home, I'm going to give you our top 10. So number 1 is play in the garden, no matter what the weather. We've been out before for our daily piece of exercise in the morning. Waterproofs on me, splash suits on them. We've got back to the house and I've just continued that activity by letting them play outside for a bit. Just keep a check on their temperature to make sure they don't get too cold, but if they're dressed appropriately, they should be absolutely fine to have lots of fun playing outside and getting part of that essential activity that they need. Number 2, make some changes. We've got a fantastic little play tent that we sometimes have in the lounge and we sometimes have outdoors. And you can put the same toys that they've just been playing with inside the tent, and it brings a whole new dynamic to that play and it keeps them interested. Number 3, a door bouncer or jumperoo style toy is really great for the right age group to build muscle strength in their legs, and they also really enjoy it. And for older children, you can set up a bleep test, which is also really good fun. Number 4, if budget allows, consider some chunkier outdoor play items such as a trampoline, slide, swings, climbing frame or swing ball. Number 5, stairs. If your little one hasn't quite yet mastered climbing up the stairs, then you can help them and encourage them and make sure you're there for safety. Hold on to their waistband if they're non-walkers, so that if they slip, you can easily catch them. And if you've got older children, you can do the stairs challenge. And I've posted a link in the description box below. You can climb the Eiffel Tower, Ben Nevis, all kinds of famous landmarks, done by the number of steps you step up. You can spread these across a day, a week, a fortnight, whatever you want to do. Set your family a challenge. Number 6, tickle attacks and rolling. So it is possible to tickle 2 babies at the same time. It's even possible to tickle 6 children at the same time. One of my super mama friends has done this and posted a video on Facebook, and I was very impressed. Rolling is also really good fun, and it gets lots of giggles out of them, and it's another physical activity. Number 7, soft play at home. If you're not too precious about your sofa cushions, you can take them all off, put them on the floor, and just let the kids run wild. Number 8, dance together. If you've got a baby, you can put your baby in a carrier, or you can hold your baby and you can dance, and you can choose different styles of music and different speeds of music, and perhaps get a little bit of exercise yourself at the same time. It's really enjoyable, and it's an opportunity to have a really lovely magical moment with your child. Number 9, hide and seek. Now, if you want to have a bit of a rest at this point, why don't you let your kids play hide and seek while you sit down with a cup of tea? If your little ones are too young for hide and seek, what mine often like to do is crawl or walk off in a certain direction, and they keep checking behind me to make sure that I'm following them. So this is a new game in our house. And number 10, have a midday bath, or if it's lovely weather, get the paddling pool out and have a really good splash around and play. And a great way to mentally tire your children out at bath time just before bedtime is to have some mentally engaging toys that really get the brain thinking. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and you've got some extra ways to tire out your babies and children. If you are having a rough day, or you're just not feeling particularly well or full of energy yourself, then one of the most important elements of parenting is you cannot pour from an empty cup. So it's okay to sometimes have the odd day where there's a little bit more screen time, or you're doing a bit more sitting down and your children are running around you. That is okay. Be kind to yourself. But on the other days where you're full of energy, I hope you really enjoy taking part in these activities with your children, or babies, or baby, or child. In any event, please do like and subscribe and turn the bell icon on so that you catch all of our latest videos. And as I always do, any products that may be useful to you that I've mentioned in this video, I've popped into an Amazon list, and the link is in the description box below this video.